All right, yo, what's up, man? I brought it up last time. I think like a couple of streams ago that Slayr, an artist that I've been privy to. I like to say, dropped an EP the other day called Avant Nova, I think. And low key, I didn't peep it because I was like, low key, this I wanna be able to like talk about music more and like react to more shit. So I was like, hey man, this would be a perfect opportunity. And so we gonna jump into this. Do I got any expectations? I'm expecting some solid transitions. I'm expecting some good beats and some melodies. So hopefully, let me see. Can I do it like this? So first track, we got Promise. This nigga, like, first and foremost, I think the Slayr hate is low key crazy because I think really a lot of the Slayr hate is just because that nigga's a blurred. That nigga's a black nerd. Like you see it in the cover arts. Like this all is like based off of some of the art for the Final Fantasy games, right? Some of the alternate covers, which is this is some cool ass shit. In an era where we got some of the worst covers I've ever seen in music, I'm not gonna fault somebody for doing something different. But anyways, let's jump into it, bro.
Try to keep the peace. Tried it. Promise to keep the peace, you know I tried it. Talking to you, it's like trying to keep an extrovert and hide it. Said I love you and I even put some extra words beside it. Hit me. Promise that you couldn't keep. Promise that you couldn't keep. Promise that you couldn't keep. I-L-Y is a promise that you couldn't keep. We do room, I'm switching countries, yes I'm popping now, I'll see you soon. I found a way to somehow watch my mouth and keep it cool. I found a way to never lose it, we in different schools. Don't matter, switch the model, even I don't wanna be involved, I'm going full throttle. Geeking every time she hit me up, yeah, this a new model. Y'all must think I'm rich, I'm probably not, yeah, this my new model. Now she think I'm rich, I post my guap and got a new follow. Who is you? Never seen you here before. Who is you? No name and you can hit the door. Try that April for the sample, we should do some more. Camouflage, but I'm not rocking camera, bring me on my floor. Can you stay one time? Can you play just one time? Your heart is on the way, do you want mine? Everyone got songs they wanna play, can you run mine? Can you run mine? Can you run mine? Try to keep the peace. Try to.
Dude,
Promise to keep the peace, you know
I love that vocal sample so much.
Keep an extrovert and hide it. Said I love you and I even put some extra words beside it. Hear me. Promise that you couldn't keep. Promise that you couldn't keep. Promise that you couldn't keep. I-L-Y is a promise that you couldn't keep. Said I love you and I even put some extra words beside it. Hear me. Let me know you hear me.
I already feel the transition coming in. So before I let it cook, one of the things that I really do appreciate about Slayr's music is one, the beats are almost always very, very interesting, right? Don't mean to drop a gas or line. But generally speaking, right, I love that in almost every Slayer song ever, because I like, at least from what I'm aware of, I've heard bits and pieces. What it was, one of the Gaia fucking projects or whatever, and Half Blood, Bloodlux. You start the song in one place and you end the song in a different place, right? It's not like how some people are. I don't want to say some people, because the thing about the underground that a lot of people don't like to talk about is how varied the sounds can be, right? Even if this is very upbeat and energetic and does feature some elements of rage music, primarily like the guitar strings, like the heavy metal, not I want to say heavy metal aesthetics, but just that like heavy guitar noise, right? That feeling of like high octane, high output energy. right? But with Slayr, because he incorporates elements of EDM, of dubstep, which people have turned to negatively over time. Now I got like maybe 3 years on Slayr, right? I'm 3 years older than him. But I remember a time back almost a little over 10 years ago where, when EDM and dubstep first really hit the wave in a sense, and mostly I would say dubstep as like a form of genre that was consumed by the masses, right? It was like one of the main genres, and you see a lot of time as times change, certain styles go out of fashion with people. And that's why I feel like you see a lot of people so judgmental towards Slayr, because a lot of the underground scene, and by extension, a lot of hip hop, like people who are fan of the Osama Sans, the Chase, right, the Doo-Wop Kanes, people like that more. I don't want to say like monotone, but actually I would say monotone, like that blacked out aesthetic, that opium aesthetic. So when you have something that wants to be bright and cheerful in a way, people don't want to fuck with that. Either, I don't know if it's a mixture if they think they're cooler because they listen to like Osama San. And listen, bro, I've had a couple interactions with Osama San fans. When his tape leaked, all of y'all needed to die. All of y'all needed to die, bro. And so with Slayr, like, because again, he positions himself and aesthetically, he's a nerd. No, name one other nigga that's as well known as Slayr that would be openly repping doing like a Final Fantasy tribute, right? I can't. The Weeknd comes to mind because The Weeknd just got into Persona. But if that was any other person that hopped out with a Tay Takemi tattoo, y'all niggas would deep fried him. I might expand on that on like a later portion, but like to keep things back to what the song in itself, I liked it a lot. Slayr reminds me a lot of early Uzi in the sense like he could find really great pockets on a beat and just fit in and it merges all together, right? Now, is it true that this is some music that I would probably throw in the background? Nigga, this is Fortnite edit music. And I'm not dissing because the Fortnite edits, right, back during its prime, right, when you had the Fortnite clip channels, they gave us generational songs. I'm sorry. That one Lil Sky song, that's a bop. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna let this rock. I think this is pretty fun on a feature, but I don't know why, but they remind me so much of Skywater. Like, I just can't articulate any more than that. They just remind me so much of Skywater. Now we got the strings coming in and shit.
That's cool. The sun cannot do shit to me like Nezuko. He rapping with them swords, he not a slayer to me. They said I should go court and get them papers, you see, and get them papers. I done made it, y'all do it myself. Niggas pissy, they ego me, yeah. Stop the leash and go get it yourself. I ain't selling you hoe a nigga shit. I remember you hoe a nigga, yeah. Better get you don't show a nigga shit. Hit that chop in my door, nigga, yeah. I cannot start the flow on this bitch. Gotta throw some dough on me, yeah. I just wanna get more fucking rich. Yes, I'm trying to get more money, yeah. I can't cut me a whole type of bitch. I can't cut something so slutty, yeah. But I will fuck a whole type of bitch. And
oh my god, this nigga going. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I listen, straight up, I was fucking there when the 2016 Cypher dropped, and everyone was saying that shit was ass. Don't play no propaganda games with me. I was there. I lived through that era. I was 11 years old. I think, was I 11? I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like 11, right? And I remember everyone saying it was ass. But a lot of those rappers right then, Cardi, Uzi, Denzel, you know what they mastered? They mastered riding on a beat, being able to find pockets where their flow adds to the instrumental. It doesn't like, it's not like a two waves crashing together. It's like he threading through it like you snowboarding. You finding your way down the route. Like, that shit reminds me of some Uzi shit. And being inspired, right? Being reminiscent of someone is not a bad thing. I promise you. I've heard the Kendrick demos. I've heard his early mixtapes when that nigga just sounded like Wayne. Not saying that Slayr sounds like Uzi in the same way that Kendrick sound like Wayne, but I'm like, it's okay to sound like your influences. And straight up, Uzi was not rapping off this type of shit, bro. He was not. So already, you know, that brings appeal, because I always hear people saying, okay, well, artist B sounds like artist A. Why would you ever listen to artist B? When artist A has evolved to a point where this music is not something that they want to make no more. They've moved way beyond that point. So whenever I see people say, oh, I want to listen to the old Uzi, I want Uzi to go back to his old style, that's just never going to happen. Uzi in 2026 is not capable of making songs like Uzi 2016. And I'm okay with that. Artists should progress naturally so other people, right, other people down the line can listen to it, get inspired, and start building off their own path. I'm never going to diss somebody for doing that shit. I'm sorry. That's whack to me. Y'all niggas not real music. Y'all not real rap fans. Y'all not real music heads. Like, y'all niggas is LARPing to me. I'm sorry. Also, and I think a lot of the slander Slayr gets is in is probably because of how, like, adjacent his sound is to hyperpop. And hyperpop low-key got a crazy stigma on it. Because the hyperpop, right, you know, it has its roots in EDM, which EDM has its roots in black queer history. Right, but primarily now you see it adopted by a lot of trans folk, and you know, by extension the queer community. So niggas hear hyperpop, they start turning homophobic. The homophobic chip in their fucking heart of hearts starts beeping off and shit. So it's like the chat GPT integrates with their head, and the NPC mind turns on, and anything that isn't like booming, blaring 808s, dreary, boring ass delivery, all of a sudden anything that's not that is fucking ass to them. Like, I don't make the rules. I'm sorry, bro. And that's not me giving all of them a pass, because best believe, them groups got their own anti-black problems that are mad crazy, bro. Like, both, two things can be true at once, right? But alright, what you got for me, bro? Okay. You got me. They got me. That was a way better transition. And it's so funny because, like, the underground sounds all sound like reminiscent to each other. Because when I hear the track's intro, I think of Matt Proxy in their underground sound cipher. Like, they all remind me of each other. They do borrow, like, general, I wouldn't say aesthetics, but I would say on, like, the level, like, creating instruments, or not instruments, but, like, beat construction. It's normal to have loudness, right? And that's not a bad thing. Shit being loud is never a bad, or sometimes, right? All things are good in moderation, but, like, I don't know. It's just funny bringing that up because I know Matt Proxy and Slayr got beef or something like that. I don't fucking know, bro.
She got fried eyes, she see me, she jump on that. Yeah, got a mug fried, that boy gang of select. Yeah, popping outside. Talk too much, he on the cop side. I can't talk about shit, I told the cops lies. She won't hop in it, you hop in my ride. Oh, you must lost your mind, you can't pass that. Riding now, she caught me 3 times on the step. He beat the pistol good, now she wanna bring the cat back. He is not my bud, not my friend, I'm not gon' back that. I was sitting high, I cannot see shit. Yeah, this is part of the song, got your album key lit. When my twin take a roll, that boy got no defense. Probably not even back it on, y'all see the way I leave it. Nice, bitch, I'm getting nice. Nice, bitch, I'm getting nice. Nice, bitch, I'm getting popped. Why with my pop? Don't see you keeping up, blowing up. I feel like a Nova. You you can't keep up. Don't see you keeping up. Fuck, blowing up. I feel like a Nova. Fuck, you can't keep up. Run this whole day. Still got my ties, I want nothing to do with that. She got frog eyes, she see me, she jump on that. Yeah, got them all fried, that boy gang of fish fillet. Yeah, popping outside. Talk too much, he on the cop side. I can't talk my shit, I told the cops lies. She want hop in it, hop in my ride. Yeah, fucking up brain. Fucking up brain. Fuck niggas talking about, bro. I'm top 5 in this bitch, really top 1. What the fuck these niggas talking about? Yeah.
Oh shit, what you got for me?
Y'all thought Slayr could only do the EDM shit? Nah, they don't even know what's about to happen, bro. Turn that next shit on, fuck you mean.
This sound like that raid shit. Niggas always won.
She yours, I take her. Bread on me like a baker. Been a retaliator. War with that green alligator. You don't touch this, my paper. Fill away, then go get paper. Type of
like with all the sounds and sirens, this reminds me of that one, I forget the name of it, that one Cardi song where that nigga was like D-R-A-C-O, D-R-A-C-O. But like it's not, it sounds reminiscent, but it's different. You know why? Because it sounds a lot more brighter, a lot more energy filled, where that track was a lot more moody. Things can contrast, things can be different. Just because something different doesn't mean it's bad.
Laker, ricochet, all of my favorites. I got tasty, a good flavor. Yeah, annoy all my neighbors. Yeah, get more cash than mayors. Getting more cash than Slayr. Going through different phases. Yeah, gotta hold down chasing. I've been getting more door than the best. Playing my song back every day. Black mask on, go undercover, don't got a bag song. Look for another. I put these bags on my jello, my brother. You hit no saxophones, they calling you brother. I never lack, I never sell out my brother. I call up back now when you happy discovering this. Running back into the days we was under these niggas that ego does. Now we above them. Dissing everybody, know I'm not subtle. My team gon' catch anybody.
This flow he's on right now reminds me of Shells so much, but like at a more maybe a slightly faster, aggressive tone. Like it reminds me of the Uzi's flow on that song.
That nigga Benny copy, we do not fuck with him. Ran up on board just to ask him what's up with him. Chase for the beat, bitch, I'm moving like Bumblebee. Show these racks, I'm not bitch, I don't fuck with me. Shoot my shot and I'm green like a couple threes. What it is right now is what'll be. Let's go. What I say, track hawk. Fast as a bitch, as I fast up. Cut off this bitch with a hacksaw. Get some pussy, these niggas just jack off. Think I pussy, I'm letting them back off. Walk outside and I fly on a drag car. I got different bullets in back so. Hey, do anything. Jump on your face, get shot on your face. Tap too much and it's not in your place. When you with these, bitch, I let it skate. Pay off your fees.
And this shit right here sound like Kuchay's. Or Ronnie or Kuchay's. And Kuchay's probably got something that he's inspired off of. What's the song where he does that shit? I can't think off the top of my head, bro. But like, I'm telling you, it exists out there, bro.
Before I leave, bitch, can I get paid? No limit squeeze, my aim at your face. Tell them to squeeze, my aim at your face. She yours, I take her. Bread on me like a baker. Been a retaliator. War with that green alligator. You don't touch this, my paper. Fill away, then go get paper. Type of day, ball like a Laker. Ricochet, all of my favorites. I got tasty, a good flavor.
I think a feature on this would have elevated it even more. But that's just my opinion. What you got for me, bro? We gonna keep up the intensity, man? You gonna keep the intensity up, man? What you got for me? Hold on. What you got for me? Are we swapping? We swapping? Hold on.
Feel like everything dark. I can see in the dark. Feel like everything I've been geeking on. Hey, Slayr, how's your weekend been? I don't know. I just been tweaking all day night. Really hate this side of my body. What's my life? Hey, when you call at night, I'm sleep. I'm sleep. Hey, when you call at night, I'm sleep. I'm sleep. Flash just living this life is that deep, that deep. I need someone to cater to all my needs, my needs. You cater to them. Anxiety, it's taking charge. Anxiety, it's taking charge. Feel like everything dark. I can see in the dark. Feel like everything dark. I can see in the dark. I think that you can never write these beats just like me. But you able to love somebody like me. And all I do is live my life, and I don't like it. And all I do is live my life.
Yo. nigga, the LaFay album fell off the wall, bro. And it's one thing to be like, I don't like EDM, right? It's fair to be like, I don't like EDM, right? If you were a person who didn't like EDM. But if you don't like a song because it's EDM, just say that shit, right? I feel like a lot of people, they don't want to like expound on why they don't like something, but instead choose to vocalize it in the form of being ironic. That's what I appreciate about Slayr. In an era, especially, you see a lot of things is like, oh, you know, I'm ironically enjoying this. You know, I'm only doing this because, you know, it's funny, right? In the sense of like, no, you know, people are afraid of being perceived as honest because being perceived as honest is being perceived as corny, right? And so when you have someone that's Slayr who's like very upfront and honest about who he is as a person, like, yeah, you could be on it. You could be on that. I want to fuck bitches and go play Sonic Adventure 2, nigga. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Some of y'all live inside like y'all have confirmation bias because y'all live in such a small bubble where, I'm sorry, bro. Like, niggas can get play. You can get play at any level of the field. You just gotta know what court you on. And I feel like I wish when I think about myself now, I wish somebody would have told me that way back when. Like, you got your things what you good at, and you got your things you're not good at, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you got to think about what your strengths and weaknesses as a person, type shit. But I mean, I like the song. It doesn't go as hard for me compared to the other ones, but it's still solid. Like, I'm not gonna diss. Come on, can we get another good transition in? And then we get in the beat switch? Okay, cool. And I want to clarify, like, there's a difference between a beat switch. This is like the first beat switch of the album versus a song transitioning to a separate part, right? I feel like people have, especially on Iceman, that shit is the beat switch merchant album. I like when songs can go to different places, but when you abruptly cut or you like build a slight transition into another song, that's like an oddity. That's like a rarity. You should save that, because typically you want your A side to be distinct enough, right, sonically speaking, from your B side. But when you only gonna get me with that one or two times on a project, right? Like, once you started spamming beat switches every song, then I'm like, well, fuck, bro. Because sometimes, really, the A side is better than the B side. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Good Kid, Mad City. It's on the wall. It's literally on the wall. But I don't always want to hear the Mad City part of the song. Sometimes I'm good with it. All got along, they probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in a tree, I hear, yeah, and I'm done. It's a weird tangent to go down, but I'm like, dude, I'm so tired of niggas abusing the beat switch. Transitioning between songs is not a beat switch. That's a transition between songs. Like, fuck, bro. Iceman really did piss me off. I have not went back to that album since.
Where'd you go with my love? I need it back from ya. Ain't need to go against ya. It was an accident. I'm falling back. Oh yeah. Knew this was gonna happen. Called that. Oh yeah. Change up my fits. I'm going all black. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper. Need a love doctor. Call her chopper. Every time I fuck this bitch, she sing like opera. Love my hold me. Give me what you owe me. A new bag so precious. Yeah, got her a new bag so precious. Yeah, she gon' mall hoe. It's not a regular necklace. All that live folk, checking shit right out the checklist. Where'd you go with my love? I need it back from ya. Ain't need to go against ya. It was an accident. I'm falling back. Oh yeah. Knew this was gonna happen. Called that. Oh yeah. Change up my fits. I'm going all black. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper. Finger fuck chopper.
Yeah. And the problem is sometimes when you have like a beat switch where I'm like, damn, I really fucked with the second half of the song. Like, because I do feel bad because I'm like, this was a good song. It's just, I like this half way more than the first half. It's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Which one? Was it Nova? Yeah, I fucked with these. I think I'd come back to 4 out of 6 songs I'd come back to. And like when because I hate giving like a number rating, right? Because I feel like it's really hard. People mostly just look at the number and not look at the context around something like that. So when I say there's 4 songs in here that I come back to, that's not me saying like, there's only 4 good songs on here. That's me just saying, yeah, I'd like to hear that more. You got friends where you're like, yeah, I can see you every blue moon. Or you got the friends where you're like, yeah, nigga, I want to call up. Let's hang. Let's go do something, man. But yeah, that was Avant Nova. I think that's how you say that. And it's so crazy to me because I remember like the Slayr hate. Because I remember like I was on Any Talk hearing like 4th Gear Cypher and shit. But for me, right, I noticed a switch because, people, Slayr got Slayr crazy style. And he not even coming to my city, bro. So low key, I need to blick this nigga. But, no, but, like, did he release these 2 times? Oh my fucking God, right? But, it's funny because I remember I saw the Sloppy Joe video randomly. And I was like, yo, this is actually kind of tough. And I remember like sometime later, I had seen he went on Song Wars with I'm Dante, and he dropped Turn It Up with that crazy guitar drop. And it's like Slayr's production is so fucking good. Like that's what I'm coming to. And I feel like people get so stuck up. Like, I feel like I'm seeing the repeat of the 2016 era where people were calling Uzi, Cardi, Pump, Sky, all them niggas fucking mumble rappers. Like, what are they really saying? And I feel like not everybody needs to be a Kendrick Lamar. And I do have thoughts on the XSL freshman, because when I hear like some underground niggas unironically got object permanence. Like, I dead ass might spark up and do a conversation about this, because Lareezy, right? Nigga, you see this nigga? This is 2023. I've been on this nigga, bro. You want to see something crazier? Chris Patrick. Dude, I've been on this nigga since 2021. With that gang shit. There's no top for that gang shit. Now, have I kept up? You know, like, every now and then I'll go back. Now, I'm being real. Like, it's just been a minute. You know, you have those niggas who are like, damn, it's been a minute since I listened to the bro. But, you know, like, you see people come up and a lot of people try to disrespect that and be super weird about it just because it didn't happen right in front of them. Like, no, some of these niggas been put, like, dude, you see works on here from fucking 2020, bro. But he been in this shit for 6 years. Like, come on, son. We gonna talk about this in the future video, bro. I might actually just record that shit right after. Like, come on. But anyways, back on topic. That was Slayr. Avant Nova. Like, I know I hate giving numbers, but I know niggas only really give a fuck about the numbers. If I had to rate this out of 10, I'm feeling a cool, strong. I'm feeling a crisp $7 out of $10. But I mean, that's how I feel. Let me know how y'all feel down below, man, because I'm open to different sounds, and I feel like, I don't know, I got more thoughts, you know, not about the music necessarily, because, you know, Slayr, like, people discredit vibe music, but this is vibe music. This is like perfect music I have on in a setting where I'm just hanging out. I'm on the game, nigga. I'm on Overwatch going crazy. I'm on Rivals going crazy. My homies call me up, yo, Malcolm, nigga, hop on Tekken right now. I might got this in my ear. That's a setting that I think Slayr works best in, and I'm happy that there is someone out here who is a young black man who is confident in who he is and don't need to fake no aesthetic. Like, when I think of niggas faking aesthetics, I think of fucking Dabo and shit. Like, don't get me started on that shit, bro. We gonna end this shit before I say something stupid, right? And fucking got the fucking opium cum lickers on my fucking dick. But anyways, I'm out this bitch. Take care of yourself, take care of your health, and make sure you keep yourself safe. Make sure you keep your family around you safe. And yeah, as always, man, have a damn good one. We chain, we chomp, we out. We yomping in this bitch. Fa.